Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and this is Age of Civilizations 2. This is a grand strategy game, kind of the likes of Europa Universalis 4. In fact, I would say it probably borrows pretty heavily from a lot of the ideas in Europa Universalis 4. Yes, and in today's episode, and in this series in general, actually, we are going to be building up the British Empire. The British Empire shall be reborn. Indeed, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, first of all, we need to select the scenario. Let's go and create a brand new game here. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios that we actually have to choose from. So the one that we're going to be playing on is the modern world, but there's also a bunch of others that you can play. There's even some fun ones. Where is it? The Great Emu War. Yeah, if we load this up, you can see. So, you know, effectively, Emu versus Australia. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I don't think it would make for a very interesting series, because it's, you know, there's not a whole lot of conflict going on except that one battle. But it's interesting nonetheless. We are going to be playing on the modern world. We are going to be rebuilding the British Empire. That's the plan. This whole thing, by the way, is really, really cool because it's got all of the present-day leaders, which I find very, very peculiar. It doesn't actually make a difference at all to the game. It's just interesting how, in Europe anyway, you've got, yeah, and over the whole world, actually, you've got all of the present-day leaders. Very, very cool indeed. It's going to be slightly challenging playing in the modern day, but we're going to give it our best shot, and we're going to try and start conquering all over again. So I don't want to be playing as the Western Sahara. That's something that I don't want to do. I'm going to be playing as the UK, which I'm very, very excited about. We'll talk about this feature, the features in the game as we go. But suffice to say, you're going to be seeing a lot of similarities from EU4 and the like. Anyway, so this is the game. This is the map. I really like the way that the map looks. I think it looks really, really nice, really sort of sharp. There's a whole bunch of provinces. Like there's something like 4,000 provinces or something. It's actually quite insane. And that's the whole map really. How many? Look, even in Siberia. Look at the number of provinces in Siberia. I'm pretty sure in EU4 this is all just wasteland. Anyway, this is the map that we've got to go with. There's about 180 countries, I do believe, in this game. I don't think it really simulates smaller countries. So, for example, Vatican City. Yeah, Vatican City doesn't exist in this game, but there you go. Anyway, let's sort of go through the basic features, shall we? We can bring up our country screen, just like so. Currently, in terms of the number of provinces that we have, we are just about middle. In terms of income, we don't have any income history, we don't have any balance history, we don't have any of this history. So apparently, these modifiers only are in relation to our country. It doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, that's that. It's not really important for now. This is probably the... Oh, goodness me. This is probably one of the screens that we're going to be using the most. This is the treasury screen. You can also access it by clicking here. And this will basically bring up a summary of all of our finances. So you can see here, taxes. This is our tax rate, which will make people very unhappy. But we get more money, which is nice. Get a big amount of money. Or, you know, we make them happy and we don't get that much money. It is what it is. As you can see, we've got our total incoming, total outgoing, and then the balance afterwards. It's kind of a little bit kind of misleading, I guess, because usually your total income would be what you have coming in after you take away the deductions. But that's fine. So you've got your gross and then your net. Yeah, your gross and then your net income. Anyway, that is that. Goods give you a growth rate. So there's a minimum level that goods have to be set at if you want your population to keep growing. But it's pretty much goods that keep your population up. So we're probably going to want to, you know, put it all the way up to make sure that we've got enough troops to fight in our battles. Research is for our tech points. I'll talk about them as we go. Let's just stick in a little bit of research for now. Investments. This also needs to be kept at a minimum level. And the higher development level means better economy and more income from your provinces. Fine. So that is what it is. And then military. There is no way to change this. This isn't a slider. This is just an indication of how much we're actually spending on our military, and that will come in handy in a little bit once we sort of talk about what we can do to reduce our military spending. Let's talk about the map just briefly. Each one of these are provinces, as you can see. So all of these are provinces. These are troops, and this is probably the heart of this game in terms of troops and troop movement. So if you click on a province, you can basically do, well, 4 things, I guess. It doesn't really count as 4 things, but either way, if you've got troops in the province, you can move the troops around. If you don't have troops in the province, like here, no, I don't want to do that. That would be moving troops. We'll talk about that in a second. If you don't have troops in a province, you can recruit some troops. So we could recruit 950 troops at a cost of 4,750. So that would be all of our treasury. We're not going to do that at the moment. There's no real reason to, so let's just not do that. But yeah, we can do that. We can also do a couple of other things. We can build a whole bunch of buildings in the province, which will have a whole bunch of modifiers that I'm sure we'll talk about as we go. I've not got really any desire to deal with that sort of stuff for the moment. And then we've also got move to, which basically allows you to, rather than just moving units into the adjacent province, you can basically just path them to any province that you own. See, like that, for example. So, that's what the situation is with us. There is also a whole diplomacy. That's the word. That's the word, Orbital. There's a diplomacy interface, right? So, first of all, the diplomacy interface, weirdly, allows us to do a whole bunch of effects to our own country. So we can, first of all, invest in tech, which we'll talk about in a second. Vassals, we don't have any vassals, but, you know, if we did, we could do something with it. We can release vassals. If you'd want to release vassals, I guess. We can move our capital. We can move our capital to anywhere we really want, as long as we're happy to pay the 18,427 coins, and or we can change our type of government. I do believe at the moment we are a monarchy. Interesting. That might be something that we want to think about changing. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. You know, there's different modifiers, as you can see, to each of these things. So it might be worth us becoming a democracy. We could also convert to communist. That's something that we could do. Doesn't look like it's particularly thrilling, but we can tax people slightly higher. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of options. We could do any of this nonsense. It doesn't particularly matter. Cool. Okay. So that is that. That's this screen. We can interact with other countries. Of course, we can improve relations, send insults, offer alliances, trade request, non-aggression pact, a whole bunch of stuff. Just the sort of regular interactions that you do with countries. Anyway, let's swap on back to the regular old political map mode. As opposed to the diplomacy map mode. It's very confusing. The map modes really do confuse me. I don't think they're labeled very well. Either way, we're a great power. Nice. There's a bunch of other map modes that we can click around with and muck around with. But basically is or something to bear in mind is that this is a turn-based game. So as opposed to Universalis 4, Europa Universalis 4, which is just sort of a real-time game, this is a turn-based game, and each and every turn you can advance and you can see troop movements and stuff. Okay, so now that we've got the boring stuff out of the way, let's clear off. Goodness me, I hate scroll. I accidentally scroll along it. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so I'm going to leave goods at the minimum level. Investments, sure, we'll leave that there. Taxes. Can bump our taxes just slightly, but it's only for 30 gold, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. We've got diplomacy points, and we've got movement points. Movement points basically are just about what you can do with your troops. Diplomacy points, what you can do with your diplomacy. I want to see if we can try and get France on board. I want to declare war on Ireland. We cannot declare war in the first couple of turns of the game, but that's fine. The Isle of Man, I do want to go to war with the Isle of Man as well, because why not? We've got bad relations with France, good relations with Belgium, bad relations with the Netherlands. Yeah, I think I want to try and get France on side. Let's try and do that. So we're going to spend 0.5 diplomacy points in order to improve relations. So we're going to do that. That takes ages. It takes just utterly ages. We can see that we're unlikely to be able to offer France an alliance yet, but that's fine. A non-aggression pact. Sure, I'll sign a non-aggression pact with France. Absolutely, sign me up. I don't think we're gonna be able to form a union with France, but it might be worth it. Anyway, the heart of this game is really the combat, and the combat is not very complicated, not by a long shot. But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so this is our technology points. This is what we can do with our tech. Basically, it's just a straight percentage, or it's a straight modification to any of these things. So, for example, population growth. You can see that we can modify our population growth. We'll put a couple of points into all of these things. We'll put 5 into each. Administration, military upkeep, colonization cost. I mean, I don't actually think that we're going to have any need to colonize, but sure, why not? Either way, yeah, as you can see, so population growth increases the population, economy growth increases the economy growth. Income tax, let's bump income tax, actually. Income population. The heck is income population? No real idea, but let's bump it as well. We also want to try and reduce our military upkeep as well. That's something that we're going to want to bear in mind. We're going to try and kick things off. We're going to send an insult to Ireland. Decrease our relations. Suspend diplomatic relations. 20 turns. Sure. There we go. Boom. You now hate us. So, we got to wait 4 turns. Can I just keep on sending more and more? Oh my goodness. This is insane. Okay, there we go. So Ireland really, really hates me. We're now officially enemies. We're not technically at war yet, but, you know, we will be quite soon. Anyway, I want to move my troops over here. I do believe they're going to be able to do that. I don't really know how ships work. I don't even know if we have ships. I think we do have ships, but either way, we're going to queue them up to be stationed in Northern Ireland, because then we're going to declare war on Ireland. I'm sure that there probably is some way to tell what the military status of Ireland actually is. However, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't really care. Either way, we need to try and make sure that we get France on board. France is my... Why do you hate me now? Sure. Keep on working. Keep on working away. Right. Okay, I think that we've pretty much done all that we really need to do in order to be happy. Can we actually build boats? I think we can build boats. We've got a port here. But I don't know if that's something that we can actually do. No, I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, we can recruit units. Maybe they just turn into boats when they're on the sea? I mean, that sounds like a really stupid thing to say, but, you know, I've said stupider things, and also, you know, this game isn't the most advanced sort of thing in the world. I can't see any boats. Maybe I'm just zoomed out too much. Okay, it doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, let's go to the next turn. Right, so as you can see, they are now in transit on a boat to Ireland. Non-aggression pact, great. We are getting on France's getting into France's good books. Look at this. You can even flip the flag. How cool is that? Yeah, so we're getting in France's good books. That's something that we're trying to do. Basically, I want France to be our partner in crime in Europe. Trade request. Gold? I mean, yeah, okay, let's see if we can form a coalition against. What about Belgium? What if we can mess up Belgium? 9,000 gold to form a coalition against Belgium. Let's give it a shot. You know, why not? Well, we'll see. I don't know if that's gonna work out. We'll see if it works. I don't really like Belgium. You know, honestly, I could do without Belgium. Okay, let's go to the next turn. An insult from Denmark. Oh no! This is not good. This is not good. An insult from Venezuela. I really don't care about that. The proposal was rejected. Well, that's disappointing to hear. It looks like Belgium's not actually offended to know that he was the target of a coalition. I guess that's kind of nice. Our relations aren't being improved at a particularly fast rate, but that's okay. Cool. All right. Where are my troops? Why have they not arrived yet? Have you got any allies yet? Improving relations with Puerto Rico. I'm not sure that they're really gonna, you know, not sure that they're really gonna come to your aid when I invade, but you know, might happen. One of the things with this game, as I'm sure we will talk about as we go. You're currently in transit. One more turn, please. Yep. Okay, great. We have now arrived. Let's move you over here. Yep. Sign me up. And then let's recruit a whole bunch more troops. About 2,000 troops. Sure. 2,237 troops. Let's do that. Norway and Portugal. Everyone is getting annoyed with me. That's fine. I don't care. It's not a big deal for me. Okay, so clearly these graphs don't actually work. Population. We're getting there on population. Economy-wise, if we take over Ireland, I've got to imagine that we must be one of the largest. Although Ireland doesn't seem to be on here even slightly. Whoa, constructed buildings. Oh, yes, I should absolutely do that as well. That is a timely reminder to get that done. Can we build something in London? What do we want to build in London? Happiness, neighboring provinces, happiness. I don't really think that happiness is a big deal, is it? Let's have a little look at the happiness map mode. I presume it's the unrest map mode. Is there a specific happiness map mode? Yeah, there is. Right there. Everyone's pretty happy, to be honest. They're not very happy in Oban, west of Scotland, but I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. Fine, let's just build some buildings. We got to get rid of some of this cash. Income production. Oh, actually, that's a good shout. Income production. So it's pretty much London, Liverpool, then Aberdeen. Okay, that's great. Let's build some buildings. Let's build some buildings here. We want to get income production in London. We want to get a thingy in Liverpool. And then we're going to get one in Aberdeen next turn. I'm also going to start work on a watchtower. so that we can see if Ireland has got any armies in the neighboring provinces. I somehow don't think that they will at all, but that's okay. Okay, good. And let us head into the next turn. Oh my goodness, they actually do. They've actually got like a butt ton of armies. Interesting. Improving relations from Estonia. Nice. Insult from Finland. Colombia. Insult from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Insult from Spain. Insult from Algeria. Building built in... Yeah, here, fine. Cool. Okay, great. Well, that's good. That kind of makes me feel a little bit better about myself, now that I know that I'm being insulted by a whole bunch of people. I hope everyone else is being insulted, and it's not just me that's being insulted. Diplomatic relations are suspended with the Netherlands. Okay, maybe in my quest to take down Belgium, I should start improving relations with the Dutch. Because I really, honestly, I want to destroy Belgium. Yeah. There's no way that we can... Would you form a coalition against me with Belgium? If this happens, honestly. If this happens... Well, I'm just going to keep on giving it a shot, just in case anyone takes my proposal seriously. Let's also see if we can sign a non-aggression pact. Sure. Form a defensive pact. Sure. I also want to form a defensive pact with France as well. I'm pretty sure we can just cancel all of these things if we ever need to. Where are we? We are 16th in the world. Goodness me, that just simply will not stand. Okay. All right, so we know what we're up against. We're up against quite a lot of troops, actually. We are going to continue to recruit as we go. Alright, let's go to the next turn. There we go. Okay, what have we got? Building has been built in Liverpool. Fantastic. Building built in London. Trade request was rejected from the Netherlands. Oh, you mean they didn't want to go into a coalition with me against Belgium? That's disappointing. Yep, cool. Defensive pact was rejected. And defensive pact was rejected. Poland and Bolivia. Is that Bolivia? Yeah, Bolivia. Okay, fine. I'm conscious of the fact that I want to attack Ireland before they've actually got anyone to come to their aid. I am going to send an ultimatum. I'm going to demand vassalization, or 4,800 units will invade. This is going to put us directly at war with Ireland. It's been sent. Next turn, we're going to find out what the result of that ultimatum was. I suspect it's probably going to be negative. He's probably not going to willingly become my vassal. And I'm also going to recruit... What am I doing? Okay, well, that's fine. I just moved a whole bunch of troops from Omega to Derry. That doesn't particularly matter because I can just raise a whole bunch more over here. And then I'm also going to move about 500 troops. Yeah, about that many troops over there. So that we've pretty roughly got an even number. As I say, this game is very much a case of... actually, I'm going to move even more. Yeah, move another 400. Oh, no. Move, yeah, you bump it up to about 800. There we go. Yeah, this is very much a numbers game, so I'm pretty sure that there is some randomness when it comes to fighting, but most of it is just a numbers game. Okay, well, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. We're going to wrap this episode up here, but we are well on our way, actually. We're getting France on side, slowly but surely. We're getting the Netherlands on side, slowly but surely. And honestly, we are going to go to war with Belgium so hard. So hard. It might even be worth us developing a relationship with Bosnia and Herzegovina so that we can go to war with Belgium very, very quickly. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Age of Civilizations 2. I'll see you next time. Bye.